did and the way we presented what we didn't seem to fit into any stereotype sort of role, image, and I wouldn't exactly call it a failure. It's just that we didn't really care that much about slotting into it, just for sort of accessibility's sake, and we just concentrated on sounding as direct and good as possible, and that in the end that's what people picked up on.
I was alone, I didn't know what would I do. Maybe sing, maybe shave, maybe think things through, or hide behind drink and sleeping.
People sort of keep throwing the 60s at us sometimes, well, the thing is there, maybe like a lot of the good stuff in the 60s, maybe the reason it's still like being thrown around is because it was genuinely sort of timeless. That's why people still like it now, and if there's any sort of timelessness about us, it's based on like there's a strong melodic kind of content, and the sort of emphasis on like arrangement, sort of good arrangement, strong arrangement, and I think that lends itself, to that timelessness thing, rather than relying on bits in the music itself, which is just a sort of a trend, a 6-month trend thing, of we'll have this kind of sound or this kind of hi-hat beat or something because that's what's happening now,
And I'm the everyman, I do my best to understand. Oh, it's a shame about you, Jack is still sad about it. And though it happened long ago, don't forget what made me so mean and cool. It's a shame about you, Jack is still sad about it.
The things that I listen to sort of are based maybe sort of anything in the last like 30 years, I'd say, from 54 upwards.
So a long heritage to call on.
Yeah, leaving out 1975, which I thought was a particularly awful year. It is a long heritage, yeah.
You mentioned the 60s there, or other people at least have mentioned the 60s.
I've mentioned other people mentioning the 60s, yeah.
But does America loom large as an influence too? Because I feel that there's like an American influence in there somewhere as well.
Yeah, I think we've always listened to a lot of American singers, particularly like the kind of harmony approach, that people sort of like the Byrds and stuff did, and we've always liked that, and the early Buffalo Springfield, which was not really that well-known a band over here. It's just that the people in it later on became sort of fat and famous, But they were still great singers, and that sort of style, that kind of block of that way of doing like a 3-part harmony block, whereas it sounds sort of edgy too, as opposed to sort of sweet like harmony. And we were really sort of enthused by that. We listened to that a lot.
Sound in my ears, the breath in my nose. Who wants to help? Nobody does. Jack is still sad about it.
Well, with us, honestly, it is true. We did spend a lot of time totally, sort of skint and struggling and everything else. All those things that you read about in, sort of megastars' autobiographies or biographies, and we've gone through all that sort of like really kind of hard time, but the thing that kept us going was just simply because like we always thought that we were like good, we always every time we did like a new demo, like when we'd hear it back, we thought, yep, that one's like much better than the one before, and that was like really good too, and we were really like genuinely creatively excited, by what we were doing. And we didn't really give a toss about whether it was sort of trendy or would fit into anything like that. We just sort of went for the quality angle, really, and that's what